trouble. You ever hear that before? Do trouble, trouble. Sometimes you and I, we interfere with trouble. And when trouble reacts, you know what we do? What we do? We say, me know where I do. I never do nothing. We live in a world among people who never do nothing, you know. We live in a world among people who simply never want to be corrected. They always think that they're right all the time. And when you correct them, you know what happens? You become a Maha. Maha means great. Maha, enemy. You become the greatest enemy. Praying people never get vexed. Holy people, divine people never get vexed. Are we holy? Are we holy? Are we holy? Mama, you holy? Check Mama. What kind of head shake is that, Mama? Huh? Parvi, you holy? Mama, watch out to shake your head. Parvi, you holy? Parvi, do so. No. She head and lip moving. Holy people are not supposed to be people who get angry and annoyed and vexed. I get vexed, you know. But immediately I get calm. Soon after I get calm, back to normal. Some people had to go for a ride and a drive and a walk and some people had to huff and puff and blow everybody down. But you see, sometimes you have to stand your ground to remind people, to remind them of where they stand. Because you cannot allow everybody to do everything that they want all the time. Because then everything becomes chaotic. That's why sometimes you have to be strict. You can't laugh and giggle for everything all the time. Tonight I want to tell you, you can't laugh and giggle about everything all the time. Because giggling and laughing about little things all the time creates the biggest demons that you'll never be able to get rid of and fix. Sometimes in you and sometimes in those around you. Do me a favor. Ask the person next to you, hey, you hear that? You hear that? Ekadanta, he stands, he's a child. And Ekadanta, he is the god of Buddhi. Buddhi means intelligence. It is not easy for him to be fooled. It is not easy for him to be swayed. It is not easy for him to be deceived. Ekadanta looks at the Rakshasa. And looking at the Rakshasa, you know what Ekadanta says to him? You don't belong here. Go back to the place where you belong. Go back to the place where you belong. A few years ago, Swami and I and two of my other very close friends, we went to India. And all five of us, we did that trip to India. And while in India, every opportunity actually it was four of us. Yeah, it was four of us. And every opportunity Swami got, Swami singing. Three of these things belong together. One of these things just not the same. Because one of our friends complained about everything. One of our friends, we want to pray. He want to go and see where he could shop. We planned together and then he disappear and go do his own thing. And we have to be looking for him all the time. And every opportunity in breakfast, in lunch, in dinner, bathing by the Ganges, Swami singing, three of these things belong together. One of these things just not the same. And he talking about somebody, you know. And he's singing that for that person and that person I even know. That person singing too. Sometimes people try to tell you, you know. Sometimes people try to wake you up, you know. And you never wake up. Though they are saying to you, you never wake up. Ekadanta stands there. Ekadanta cannot be deceived. And Ekadanta, you know what he says? He says, go back. You do not belong here. Think about all of these devatas who are powerful. Think about what they will do to you, because this is not your space. All of us, we have a space. All of us, our name is written somewhere. All of us, our destiny is written already. We cannot force what we want. We have to allow God's way and God's will to take precedence over our ignorance and our ego and our wants and our desires and our cravings. And you are only permitted to be where Bhagwan allows you. You choose, you know. You choose. You wish. You crave. But though you wish and though you choose and though you crave, if Bhagwan didn't will that to happen, it will never happen. It has to be willed by Bhagwan. Tonight, every one of you, all of us, the chair you're sitting on, your name was written on it. Matulsi came from Aruka. Matulsi, do you know that your name was written on that chair tonight? Did you see it? It was not just written, it was written in golden ink. Tulsi Maharani will sit there in the front row. Huh? Everybody's name was written on the chair that they're sitting on. Satish, your name was written on that chair. Lucy, your name was written there. Everybody's name, Auntie. It was written that senior Seetahal auntie that is here with us. She's the Dwarpal, the first person you meet when you're walking. One of our senior aunts in the Seetahal family. It was written that she will sit there. It's the first evening. She's coming from all the way Rio Claro. It was written that she will sit there. And that was not planned by you. That was planned by Bhagwan, God. It says, Ganesha warned him. But you know what? He did not listen. Sometimes we hear, but though we are hearing, we don't listen. Is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Mommy, that's true. Sometimes we hear, but we don't listen. And when you can't listen, you will have to, on a real no boy. And when the proverb says that when you can't listen, you'll have to feel, it means simply that you will have to suffer the consequences of your ignorance. Because though you're being told, though you're being forewarned, though you're being given an insight, you still think you know better. And then what will happen? When you don't follow the instruction, everything goes haywire. Our grandparents never had degrees, you know. But our grandparents had common sense that you couldn't touch. Do you know? My grandmother did not have a university degree. But you couldn't touch that lady in checking money, you know. She could have checked money real good. And up until her dying moments, she could tell you how much money she had and where she had it. Huh? I remember one old year's night, she had all of us searching down the whole place to pay a bill for Persads. I was a little child, 7 years old, and I have to pick up every can from on every shelf in her parlor, in her shop, to look for that little brown bag, because you know them old lady like to hide thing in brown bag. And everybody, fireworks going out outside, and we looking for money. And you know what? We couldn't find it. And 1 o'clock in the morning, she said, you know what? You all let us go to sleep. And do you know, she came to our bedrooms soon after and she said, hey, I want to tell all you something, but don't get vexed. I done pay the bill already. And now remember. Can you remember that? She said, I done pay the bill already. Don't get vexed. Huh? Don't get vexed. And all the neighbors, fireworks and all kind of thing happening, you know. I'm a little child, I'm excited, you know, New Year's is a big thing. And I'm looking for something that's not there. Tonight, Ganesha says to him, I am Ekadanta. Flee from here. Listen to my warning. Will he listen? Will he listen? He says, no. I am not leaving until I sit on Lord Shiva's throne. I want to feel what it feels like to be Jagatapita, the father of the entire creation. And Lord Ganesh, hearing that his father's seat is being threatened, what will happen? Any good child, hearing anybody saying anything about their parent, whether how their parent may be, that child will support their parent over anything and everything all the time. Is that true? Not in 2024. Because the little girl tell your son, don't talk to your mother. And you know what he do? He stopped talking to his mother. And you know why? He in love. Love get him stupid. Huh? You go into the home of the mother-in-law and your husband say, don't call your mother like kuchur. I have news for you, no husband. Your wife is a replica of she mother. She don't know to make kuchur. Because she learned that. That is in her DNA. It is in her genetics. You can't expect her not to talk to her mother when you're done married. And expect that change will come. It is her culture. It is the way she was brought up. You must be crazy to tell your wife she can't talk to her mother. Something has to be wrong with you. And any wife that stopped talking to her mother because her husband said that and she says she in love, something needs to be tightened in her head somewhere. Because you're really crazy. You're malfunctioning. You need to watch yourself in the mirror and say, malfunction number one, me. Tell yourself. Because I allowed a stranger to prevent me from talking to the people who brought me into the world, my God, my providers, the people who toiled night and day to ensure that I am who and what I am. There are countless nights my mother stood in the hospital with me because I couldn't breathe as a child. My mother had a copybook. I still have it. Where as soon as she shows it in a casualty, they take me into a room and they give me an injection, that pain, like I don't know how to describe it. I think that asthma was cured because of my fear for that injection. I think that's the only reason that my asthma went. My breathing condition. I don't even know if it was asthma. Was it? I don't even know what it was. I just know that I couldn't breathe and I spent a lot of time in the hospital. That's why I respect myself through the medium of the fire and the smoke and all of these things. Because I know what it is like not to breathe. To be able to breathe. And that happened for years. All of my growing up years. All. Tonight I want to tell you, Lord Ganesh says to him, flee. And his ignorance doesn't want him to flee. What will happen? The Katha tells us finally, Moria re, Bappa Moria re.
Moria re, Bappa Moria re.
Oh Moria re, Bappa Moria re.
Moria re, Bappa Moria re.
Moria, Moria, Moria re.
Moria, Moria, Moria re.
Oh Moria, Moria, Moria re.
Moria, Moria, Moria re.
Oh Moria re, Bappa Moria re.
Moria re, Bappa Moria re.
Lord Shiva politely got up from his seat and the Rakshasa went and sat. He allowed the Rakshasa to sit. You see, people see us. People see where we sit. People see what we wear. People see what we drive. People see where we live. But people don't know the sacrifices that you made. People don't know how much things you have deprived yourself of to be where you are. People don't know the nights that you went to sleep and you couldn't sleep because you have a bill to pay. You have a mortgage to pay. You have a loan to pay. You went to sleep because you couldn't afford food. You went to sleep with a turbulent mind and a heavy heart because you were genuinely frustrated. Because you didn't have. You couldn't help yourself. But all of those things are sacrifices that help you into growing and appreciating what you have. And so as the Rakshasa sat on Lord Shiva's seat, you know what Lord Ganesh did? He went and sit on top him. But you see, Lord Ganesh is Lambodar. His stomach is the weight of the universe. Somebody ever come and sit down on your lap, and in your mind you say, oh God, when they go get up? You ever give somebody a squeeze in a car? Long ago we used to squeeze and go anywhere we were going, you remember? Before all of these tickets started being served, and 3 people in the front seat and 6 people in the back seat. You ever experienced that before? Huh? If it's somebody you like, sit down next to you, your mind, you know, they could squeeze you, they could do anything. But if somebody you don't like, what you do? Hold right your putt cane. Hold right your chat cane. Oh God, move now. Oh God, you squeezing me now. Huh? Hold right. You flustered. Lord Ganesh sat on the leg of the Rakshasa. And you know what happened? The Rakshasa started to cry. And Lord Ganesh says, well, you know what? The only time I'm getting up from here is when you and I could come to an agreement and we could agree on the same thing. And Lord Ganesh says, wherever you hear my name, flee. Wherever you hear the name of my father, flee. And wherever you see even the shadow of my mother, flee. Even the shadow of your mother. Even the shadow of your mother has power. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Even the shadow of your mother has power. She's Shakti. When your mother is around, whether she vexes or not, how do you feel? Just knowing she's there, how do you feel? Huh? When she's not around, how do you feel? When she's not around, how do you feel? Tonight, the Rakshasa is under pressure. And the Rakshasa wants to be freed. So you know what he says? I accept. The Rakshasa disappears, never to be seen again. Ganesh Bhagwan ki, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki. Ganenata Gajavarana, Ganenata Dinabandhu. Sugandhim Nirmalam Jalam Achmanimya Datta Grihana Parameshwara Om Bhurva Swatat Saviturvarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimi Dyoyona Prachodhyat Swaha Idam Gatre Idam Namama Om Bhurva Swatat Saviturvarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimi Dyoyona Prachodhyat Idam Gatre Idam Namama Om Bhurva Swatat Saviturvarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimi Dyoyona Prachodhyat Idam Gatre Idam Namama Ganenata Gajavarana Ganenata Dinabandhu. Vakratundaya Dhimi Tanno Dante Prachodhyat Swaha Om Ekanandaya Vidme Vakratundaya Dhimi Tanno Dante Prachodhyat Swaha Om Ekanandaya Vidme Vakratundaya Dhimi Tanno Dante Prachodhyat Swaha Om Ekanandaya Vidme Vakratundaya Dhimi Tanno Dante Prachodhyat Swaha Om Ekanandaya Vidme Vakratundaya Dhimi Tanno Dante Prachodhyat Swaha. We put our hands together. And as we chant Swaha collectively, whatever your wishes, whatever your petitions, whatever your desires are, pray to Lord Ganesh. He's listening to you. Om Ekadantaya Vidmai Vakratundaya Tanno Dante Prachodayat. 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 Om Lakshmi Ganapataye Namah. 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 Om. May you ward away untimely death from in our pathway. Trembakam yajame sugandhim pushtivardhanam. Urvarukameva bandana pratyodmukshamamnita swaha. May you bless us with success, growth and prosperity, now and always. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashantu ma kashitu kabarbhave swaha. May all devatas and devis be pleased with us. Sarvadevi sarvadevtanama swaha. We think of Guru, we think of Guru mantra. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namah Swaha. We pray for Pitris. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Ganenata Gajavarana Ganenata Dinabando.
Ganenata Gajavarana Ganenata Dinabando.
Ganenata Gajavarana Ganenata Dinabando.
Ganenata Gajavarana Ganenata Dinabando.
Siddhidata Gajanina.
Siddhidata Gajanana.
Siddhidata Gajanina.
Siddhidata Gajanana.
Buddhi Pranayaka Vinayaka.
Buddhi Pranayaka Vinayaka.
Oh Buddhi Pranayaka Vinayaka.
Buddhi Pranayaka Vinayaka.
Parvati Nandana Bhavade Mandana.
Parvati Nandana Bhavagaya Vandana.
Om Sarvatrita Samayuktam Sugandhim Nirmalam Jalam Achmanim Yadatta Grihana Parameshwara Achmanim Samarpayami. Om Vanaspatir Surabhuto Gandaryo Ganadutama Agre Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Prati Kretam. We all stretch our hands as we bow. Om Manala Namah. Om Manala Namah. Om Manala Namah. Ganenata Gajavarana Ganenata Dinabando.
Ganenata Gajavarana Ganenata Dinabando.
Ganenata Dinabando.
Ganenata Dinabando.
Oh Ganenata Dinabando.
Ganenata Dinabando.
This morning, the Ganesh Utsav Foundation hosted our annual breakfast morning. Our breakfast morning was a resounding success. Let us give ourselves a round of applause. To all of those who helped, to all of those who contributed in whatever way, to all of those who helped us into making this morning very peaceful and smooth sailing, we want to say thank you. To all of those, the hands that serve, the greater than the lips that pray. There are many people who would have enjoyed whatever they would have been offered. And so we owe a debt of gratitude to all of those who sacrificed. To chip up 3,000 okros is no easy task, isn't it? So if you didn't get enough salt in the okra, think about the sacrifice that went into chipping it up. To make 150 pounds of Edo's choka is no easy task. So if you didn't taste the onion in it, please forgive us. We beg of you. To make 350 pounds of fry aloo is no easy task. Cutting it up alone is a difficult task. And especially when you're a hardened pundit like me and you soak the aloo in water overnight, and you try to fry it the next morning, that large amount. So if the aloo didn't have enough salt or you get a little burnt piece in it, please forgive me. It was not intentional. But I want to say that I acknowledge your sacrifice, your hard work. To seke 250 pounds of flour on a chulha is no easy task. Give them a clap. No easy task. So if perchance you got a piece of roti and it was black like me, Chama karo, forgive us. I mean, we can't make everybody happy all the time, but we can make some people happy some of the time. And we tried. And if we tried and in your mind we failed, we apologize. But to all of those who acknowledge our hard work, we want to say thank you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your continued support. And thank you for your blessings. Blessings, life and love to you, your homes and your family. Let us all stand at this time for Aarti. We want to remind you that our Murti will be submerged on Tuesday morning. And so on Tuesday morning, the movement of the Murti will begin at 7:30. So you're invited to come and join with us as we do our Visarjan of our Murtis of Lord Ganesh. And we prepare on Tuesday night for the first evening of our 3 evenings of Garud Pranyagya. Aarti. Sukharta Dukharta Mata Viganashi
Mata Viganashi
Durve Durve Man Kaman Kuti Jai Dev Jai Dev
Jai Dev Jai Dev
Jai Dev Jai Dev Jai Mangal Murti
Sri Mangal Murti
Darshan Mati Man Kaman Kuti Jai Dev Jai Dev
Jai Dev Jai Dev
Jai Dev Jai Dev
Jai Dev Jai Dev
विघ्नेश्वर जय 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 लंबोदर जय 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 गणनायक जय सुखदायक जय जय गणेश जय जय
Ganeswar Jai 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 Lambodar Jai 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 Gananayak Jai Sukadayak Jai Jai Ganesh Jai Jai
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh
एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात्
Ganeswar Jai 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 Lambodar Jai 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 Gananayak Jai Sukadayak Jai Jai Ganesh Jai Jai
गजाननं भूतगणादि सेवितं कपीस्तजम्बो परसारभक्षुतं उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर
Jai
पंकजम्
Ganesh Jai Ganesh
विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात् तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात्।
श्री गणेश्वर जय जय, जय लंबोदर जय जय, जय गणनायक जय सुखदायक, जय जय गणेश जय जय।
श्रद्धा से करते नमन गौरी पुत्र गणेश, भक्ति और कीर्तन करें लीजिए प्रभु आदेश।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश, जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश।
एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात् तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात्।
श्री गणेश्वर जय जय, जय लंबोदर जय जय, जय गणनायक जय सुखदायक, जय जय गणेश जय जय।
अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं हरि श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं जानकी नायकं रामचन्द्र भजे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे,
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे,
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे।
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धो सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। यो शान्ति अन्तरिक्षं शान्ति पृथिवी शान्ति आपा
शान्ति उदरे शान्ति, अन्तरे शान्ति, विश्वेव शान्ति, ब्रह्मा शान्ति, सर्वं शान्ति, शान्तिरेव शान्तिरेधि
गणपति बाप्पा मंगलमूर्ति, गणपति बाप्पा मंगलमूर्ति। प्रार्थना सुन लो हमार प्रभु, प्रेम से करत पुकार प्रभु, प्रेम से करत पुकार प्रभु, प्रेम से करत पुकार प्रभु। Listen to my prayer, oh Lord Ganesh. I am singing praises to you with love. I am singing praises to you with love. I am singing praises to you with love. प्रार्थना सुन लो हमार प्रभु, प्रेम से करता पुकार प्रभु, प्रेम से करता पुकार प्रभु, प्रेम गजानन स्वामी की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की। Tanti Chana, Lord Ganesh bless you. Tanti Chana. ये ध्वनि है मंगल ध्वनि है, ओम शांति ओम। बना ही सुख कर हे मंत्र मनहरम, ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम। गजानन स्वामी की जय। We join in the bhajan. Sintra is going to sing for us this very spicy rendition.